Spoiler alert, it's not your mom's house. In fact, it's not even Brazil. This is New Year's Day celebration. We are in Shibuya, Nippon! We're live literally from Japan right now. And I have been here for like 4 days. And chat, guess what? I didn't get deported. Calm down. Everyone put your hands down. Put them down on the ground. I don't want to see any real Slim Shadys stand up. We effing did that junk, boys. But here's the best part, chat. Here's the best part. In Japan, there's a convention called Comiket. Anime Expo in America is the biggest convention for anime. In Japan, it is a mere fly. There's something called Comiket, chat, where all of the VTuber fans go to. There are more fans there than there are fans of baseball in general, I'd imagine. I walked among those nerds, and none of them knew, bro. I was an enemy spy. Oh, also, chat, I effing got into Japan off the airplane. I was like, wow, I lived. As soon as I get off the plane, I'm like walking through the airplane, like, hey, Filian, did you hear about the airplane flight? I'm like, what flight? And they're like, the one in Korea. And I'm like, the one in Korea? Because, chat, be honest, have you guys ever heard about airplanes in the news and it was a good thing? Not once. I've never seen them say, oh, we cut down the airline fares. Oh, now you have free bags, you know what I'm saying? They never do that. They effing send me a Twitter link, and it's just this plane just T-posing directly into a hill. And there's nothing but fire and flames and explosives. I'm just like, I was literally on a plane flight, like right around the exact same time that junk happened, you know? So here's the thing, chat. When you're a cat girl in Japan, which according to this junk I am, and the airplane explodes on the way here for someone else, what do? I've been thinking, chat, maybe I should just live here forever. What do you guys think? Okay, but chat, here's the thing. You can't drive to North America. I recently found that out. I thought you could go through Alaska, but I found out you can't. There's water involved. I don't know, chat. I think I might just have to live here forever at this point. Chat, you guys ready for story time? Then we'll get to the hand cam. Couple of things I've learned. Number one, I have not had a single bad meal in Japan since I got here. The first night I got here, chat, we went for something called gyoza, which I've never had in my life, and I know I've seen a lot in America, but I've been too afraid of it because it looks very strange. It's like edamame, but clear, and they put stuff in it. So, like, I went into this restaurant, right? I'm, like, here to eat food, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll try anything once, as long as it's Japanese. So, I sit down, and I'm like, what is this? And they bring out steamed gyoza, which I've never seen in my life. That junk was bussin'. And here's the thing, they give you a bunch of stuff, chat. You make your own sauce, and you pour it onto the bowl in whatever quantity you like, and then you dip your gyoza in that junk. It was like a choose your own adventure, man. It was so sick, dude. So I definitely enjoyed that. That was my first meal here. I was just like, I finally get it. And on the first day when I was here, chat, it wasn't like this. It was pretty dark outside, and I was just like, frick. I can't really see anything. But the next morning when I woke up after sleeping for like 14 hours straight, there was light everywhere. And dude, like, I kid you not, the first thing I saw was a billboard with Pokemon on it. On my airplane flight over here, they had Pokemon give me a tutorial on how to survive a plane crash. Like, thanks, Pikachu. I don't think you can use fly, bro. There's like anime literally everywhere, chat. And this, if it's not anime, it's like musical artists and idols and stuff. Like, I have seen HoloLive posters. I've seen random anime games I've never even heard of. I legitimately feel like they quarantined all the VTuber fans in this one country, which is like kind of true in some ways, because there's so many fans out here, bro. It's effing sick. Have you guys ever heard about Japan? The clothes that people wear here? If you live in America and you go to Japan, you look like a walking skill issue. You're getting skill gapped by every pedestrian walking down the street in a puffer jacket. I'm not even kidding, chat. If you walk around here and you don't look like an anime girl in real life, you're basically getting logged, okay? If there's a random person you've never seen in your life in a Japanese outfit, he's a Japanese salaryman, he's walking around in a trench coat that looks like he has more ore than Gojo. I kid you not, chat, everyone here has main character syndrome, but that's just their way of life, bro. The clothes here is expert plus difficulty. I look like a homeless tramp compared to these nerds. It's kind of insane. They may be playing that on expert plus difficulty, but I've learned this about Japanese people. There is adult content everywhere. Literally everywhere! I cannot escape it, bro. When I went into Comiket, there would be nice, wholesome anime girls being like, kawaii, on the freaking posters, and then legitimately 2 feet over, there'd just be some girl be like, have you seen this before? I don't know what to... It's just... I was like, How is this possible? Why is this a thing? Why is there so much of that junk everywhere, bro? I couldn't understand it. But I learned 2 things, okay? Step 1, I almost never see adult content of real women. It's just anime girls. I think the anime girls are so hot. I think real women are getting mocked in Japan, bro. It's a problem. Right now, women can't even compete with anime girls in Japan. And here's the thing, chat. In Japan, I have yet to see one fat person. Even when I walked around Comiket, which, by the way, is Weeb Central. That's the mecca of weebdom. I have not seen a single fat person in this entire country. I don't understand why. I think it's because they get to walk everywhere, chat. I'm pretty sure the fattest man in this country is probably like a sumo wrestler, and he's fat for a living. He's getting paid to be fat. Do you want to know what's worth more than gold in Japan? Do you want to know what's worth more than women? Do you want to know what's more than food in Japan? It is Pokemon. In Tokyo and in Japan, they have something called Pokemon Centers. You can go there and you can purchase Pokemon cards, or you can purchase toys, or you can do a bunch of cool activities, okay? I went into a building in Shibuya. It was the top floor. They had the penthouse spot, and Balenciaga was underneath them. Legitimately, Pokemon has won planet Earth in Japan. It's kind of insane. There's some other stuff, okay, chat? I one time went on a subway here. However, there was an issue. So I swiped into the subway, which, by the way, that took me like 5 minutes to figure that junk out. I had to like set up my Apple Wallet or something. It was insane. I go into the subway, right? And I sit down on the subway. I'm just chilling my, you know what I'm saying? Like Google Maps telling me, go put the stop. And I'm like, okay, well, it's real easy. I go to walk out, chat. Here's just like the thingy to walk out. I can't leave. It will not let me leave the subway because for some reason, I think I've buzzed out before. So I'm stuck in a subway with people staring at me, and the machine to buy a ticket is on the other side of the subway machine. I don't know what to do, Chad. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna commit crime or some junk. I legitimately, you can't just push it. You have to give it your ticket to leave. So you put your ticket to go in and then your ticket to go out. I legitimately, my phone was getting caught. How is it ever gonna tell me it's illegal to leave a subway? I'm already in here, bro. What do you want me to do? I just got off at the subway. Like, why are you beeping red at me, man? Yeah, I played Limbo and I went under it. No, I'm kidding. Chat, I don't want to talk about it. I had to get it resolved. It was very painful. Legitimately, bro, like, why is it telling you can't leave? Like, that's like saying, like, the cops are on the way. Please don't be a criminal. How about, chat, I actually have pictures. You guys want to do some slides? I have real pictures. I have real pictures. Okay, chat, so we have some real photos right effing here, boys. So they got, like, signs of anime girls effing everywhere. Unironically, dude. And like all of the stores, chat, are packed. When you walk into a 7-Eleven or a Family Mart, they have manga on the side when you walk in. But if you pull a skill issue maneuver and you grab the wrong one, you will pull out a pair of titties. Unironically, bro. They mix in the NSFW stuff. It's a very fun game to play in Japan, chat. You say, is this my girlfriend? Okay? You pull out a random manga and see the girl on the cover. If she has clothes on, you found a good one. If she ain't got clothes on, chat, she's for the streets, okay? And so you can see who gets lucky or not. They legitimately put them everywhere. So like, chat, over here with the manga and the books and stuff, you never know what you're gonna get, man. You never know what you're gonna get. Okay, pick two. Hide one. So chat, look at this, man. They got the effing New York Times Square and junk up with this motherfucker, man. Look at that, dude. They got an IKEA, bro. The Swedish are taking over Japan. It's really funny because there's a hamburger joint called freaking Carl's Jr. And in America, they're like some, you know, like what the frick is that? You know, Carl's Jr. But over here, their name is in English. So they brand themselves really cool. They look so cool in Japan. They only write English. They don't write any Japanese because they're so cool. Because Japanese people like English stuff, especially hamburgers. So they're like, yeah, man, we're the coolest dudes in America. Trust me. Next photo. Okay, so Chad, this is walking down the streets in Japan. As you can see, everything is very clean. You see this black truck right here, Chad? You see this junk? In America, if you step into a white van, you don't come back. In Japan, if you step into a black van, you go to your Uber destination. Every single taxi / Uber here, chat, they show up in a fancy black truck with seats that recline. And they have seat heaters. Also, chat, they come and open the door for you. Half the time, they're wearing like a sailor captain outfit. One time, I tried to get into a car, and the dude was holding the door open for me. I missed where you step up, slipped, hit my head on the wall, knocked my hat off. And I kid you not, chat, this poor Uber driver who was just like, your hat, my queen. This guy legit did a full body dive just to catch my hat for me to not touch the ground. The Emperor of Japan, I don't know if there's still a thing, he was a lucky man, that's for sure. If you're walking down the streets in Tokyo, you might find a random hole in the wall, and if you go down it, chat, it is a real-life dungeon. Next. Wah! Chat, you may say, what is this unholy looking alien spaceship that landed in Japan? That ain't a spaceship, that's a weeb farm. This is where they handled the convention, chat. This is where the Weeb HQ Comiket happened. It happened in there. They have a gigantic floating cubamid upside down. The Triforce is about to stab the Earth and end humanity, dude. It's like a freeze frame from an AI generated video, but it's effing real. Look at that, chat. That's where Comiket was. So I had to walk underneath that motherfricker, and I just like looked up. And everyone was taking photos, even the people that lived here. It was so crazy. Okay, chat. Wait, production. Do we check this for, wait, did we check that for tits? Oh God, no one's answering me. Nobody knows. Chat, look at this junk. So you're witnessing approximately 2% of Comiket. It just goes on forever, chat. And this junk is more packed than a sardine can. So this is when I was really empty, but oftentimes, chat, it's like 3 or 4 times as packed, bro. Dude, it was insane, man. It was insane. And like, there's this stuff you never heard of. I was walking around Comiket, chat, okay? And you know how sometimes they make mouse pads that are like badonkadonks, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got some personality on those mouse pads. There was a display that you could touch. And I had my translator translate it. It just says, please fondle. Legitimately, it said that. That was the actual translation. It is a mouse pad. It makes Shy Lily look flat, bro. Bro, like if I touched that junk, Venom would have wrapped her on my hand and just said, we are Venom. At that point, bro. So yeah, we were commanded by Japanese men to fondle. I didn't do that. I am a failure. However, I was walking around and I saw a cute 3D anime girl. I was like, oh, is this like a model you can buy or something like that? And I go and scan it. And I'm like, oh, look at this. She got a cute little page on her junk. I'm like, oh, look at this. It says like ASMR. And then I'm looking down her link tree and I just see this random. I'm like, what the frick is this? I click on it, chat. This wholesome young bean was doing content that I cannot unsee. And it went from 0 to 100 instantly, dude.